A possible breakthrough in the war in the Middle East as the U.S. and Iran are set to resume peace talks today. The discussions follow President Trump's decision to pause attacks over the weekend as negotiators work to come to an agreement. NBC's Chris Palome has the details.
President Trump says negotiations between the U.S. and Iran to end the war resume today. The announcement comes just 2 days after he threatened massive new strikes against Iran's civilian infrastructure.
We'll be hitting them. We'll be hitting them very hard. And, at some point they're going to say, we just can't take it anymore.
But the president said Sunday U.S. allies in the Middle East, fearing more Iranian attacks against them, asked the U.S. to hold off.
But when the allies asked to call it off, we got to sort of say, well, let's see. And the reason they asked is they think there's a deal.
The back-channel diplomacy worked really hard to convince President Trump to give a chance for diplomacy again.
The president said the U.S. was poised to conduct its largest military strike since World War II. Hours earlier, U.S. embassies recommended Americans consider leaving the region. Since the war began in February, this is at least the fourth time President Trump has threatened to escalate attacks on Iran before calling them off. Democrats skeptical that anything has changed.
He's trying to get us back to February, and I think if he could, if he had a big reset button he could hit, he would certainly take that option.
We're ready to go anytime we want. Would I rather make a deal? I'm not looking to kill people. People die a lot. We don't want that.
The president says there's no deadline for negotiators to reach an agreement. A spokesperson for Iran's foreign ministry said this morning no talks are currently taking place with the United States and said earlier the regime will not back down in the face of threats. In Washington, Chris Palome, NBC News.